Hey, Brian Wall here with worshiptutorials.com. This is part 2 of how to play the major chords that you'll use in the key of E. So in our first lesson, we went over the chords E, A, B, and C sharp minor. And sort of the standard way to play those, at least the standard way that I play those. But in this lesson, part 2, I want to show you how you can use basically two different shapes and move them around the fretboard to play all of these chords, E, A, B, C sharp minor. And I'm going to throw a few more chords in there for you and show you kind of how the theory works, where you can use the same shape and move it all around. So if you don't know how to play all these 4 chords that we just went over, please click through. You'll see a link below and probably a link up here if you have your annotations turned on in YouTube, where you can get that first lesson for chords in the key of E. But just briefly, E looks like this. There's your chord diagram. A, or if you use an A2. B, here's kind of this open version of B, and the same C sharp minor, it just slides up. Okay, so let's go back to this B, or let's start with the E actually. The E is the first shape that I'm going to use. So the E chord is open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. And you use your 2, 3, and 1 fingers to make it. Now you can slide this chord around to create different chords. And for this shape, you can play A and B, but up higher on the fretboard. Now, your fretboard, if it's like mine, has dots across the top. So I have a dot on the 3rd fret, a dot on the 5th fret, a dot on the 7th fret, 1 dot on the 9th fret, and then 2 dots on the 12th fret. So what we want to do is focus on the 7th fret and the 9th fret. Because to play an A, you can take this one shape, slide it up, so your 2nd and 3rd fingers are on the 7th fret, and your 1st finger is on the 6th fret. So it's open, 7, 7, 6, open, open. That is an A. So if you play it here, it sounds roughly like when you play it here. It's just a little different voicing. So again, start from an E and slide it up to the 7th and 6th fret. There's your A. There's a chord diagram. Open, 7, 7, 6, open, open. Okay, to play a B, slide it up 2 more frets. So you go to 9, 9, 8. So the chord diagram goes open, 9, 9, 8, open, open. And that is a B. So if you play this B, it sounds a lot like this B. It's the same chord with just a different voice. Alright, so now we've got E, A, and B, all using one shape. The next shape we're going to use is this open B shape. So to play a B down here, using this open shape, you would go open, 2, 4, 4, open, open. Now that's a B. Now you slide it up 2 frets to open, 4, 6, 6, open, open. That's a C sharp minor. If you slide that up 3 frets, so now you're open, 7, 9, 9, open, open. That is an E. Okay. If I'm going too fast, hang with me because I'm going to recap at the end different ways to play all the chords. This shape is extremely useful because all we're doing is using a little bit of theory. So we're here, we're on B. 1 step up from B is C. 1 step up from C is C sharp. So that's where we get our C sharp minor. Then you go up 1 step is D, up 1 step is E flat, up 1 step is E. So that's where 7, 9, 9 is our E. Now another chord that you use a lot in the key of E is F sharp minor. So here we're on E. When you go up 1 step, it goes to F. So this makes an F. And if you go up one more step, you're at F sharp. And so that works as an F sharp minor. If you take it up 2 more steps, you go from F sharp to G sharp. So now you're at a G sharp minor. So it's just an illustration to show you how you can use one shape and move it around, and if you know a little bit of theory about how when you go up one step, one note, what note you're at. When I say step, I actually mean like a half step. If you think about a keyboard, it's going to the next key, whether that's usually from a white key to a black key, but the blacks are sharps and flats, and the white keys are the non-sharp or flat keys. So you can kind of slide chords up and down to create new chords using the same shape. So that was probably really fast, and if you have questions with that, please let me know. But I'll have diagrams up for all of these. But right now what I want to do is show you an E and the different ways you can play E. So starting with E, you can play it down here on the 2nd and 1st fret with your fingers. So open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. There's your diagram. That's the first way to play E. The second way to play E is on the 7th and 9th fret. So to play it this way, you go open, 7, 9, 9, open, open. So there is the second way to play E. Let's move to A. You can play it, this is an A2. I'm going to show you an A2. Mute, open, 2, 2, open, open. Or use an E shape on the 7th and 6th fret. And that's also an A. Open. Actually on an A, I think if you hit the E note, the E is the root note of the whole key, so it kind of works if you hit it. It doesn't sound nasty. So it's open, 7, 7, 6, open, open. For a B, you can play it down here, this open version. Open, 2, 4, 4, open, open. Or take that E shape and slide it up to the 9th and 8th fret. So those are 2 ways to play E, A, and B. And like I said, C sharp minor, I pretty much play it like this every time. Open, 4, 6, 6, open, open. So that's how you play all the different chords. The different shapes you use are this E shape. Play it 2 on the 2nd and 1st fret for an E. Slide it up to the 7th and 6th fret for an A. Slide it up to the 9th and 8th fret for a B. And then this B shape. Play it on the 2nd and 4th frets for a B. 4th and 6th frets for a C sharp minor. 7th and 9th frets for an E. So those are alternative ways to play the chords in the key of E, and you can really get creative with these chords and slide them up and down to create pretty interesting sounds and transitions between chords. I hope this is helpful. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. That was a big lesson with a little bit of theory and using different shapes in a very small amount of time. So if you have any questions, please head over to worshiptutorials.com. Ask there in the comments while you're there or on YouTube. There's a link below where you can sign up for my mailing list, and I will send you free music every month that I make. Sometimes it's original, sometimes it is like a cover, but I will send you something at least once a month, and it is absolutely free, and I thank you very much for signing up for that. I also give private guitar lessons for $20 a lesson, and it's over Skype. Lessons are 30 minutes. The first one is always free, so if you head over to Worship Tutorials, you'll see a link up at the top where you can fill out a form about private lessons. I will be in touch. And also, while you're over there at Worship Tutorials, please visit our sponsors. Currently, we've got allaboutworship.com, and Dustin Smith just released a new album, and so you can check those 2 resources out. Dustin's album is great, and All About Worship is a really fantastic resource. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.